Hello, welcome to SM Tech Call. Today we are going to solve the day 26th of July LeetCode challenge. So today's problem is add digits. So let's read the problem statement first, then let's try to solve it. Okay. So it's saying that you will be given one non-negative number and repeatedly, and you need to add those number repeatedly, and you need to return the only one digit, right? So let me explain this example first. Then we will try to solve it. Okay. So probably you will be given one number, right? 38. You can say 38. Let me make it some large. Yeah, so this is your number, right? So if you add these two digits, it will be like this, right? 30 plus 8 then is equals to 11, right? So again you can see that it's not a single digit, right? It's because the number of digit is 2 here. Again you need to add it, right? 1 plus 1, that is equals to 2, right? So you need to return 2 in this case. So basically whatever the number, so since input is 9 integer, then at max it can be 32 digit, right? So you need to sum all those 32 digits till your sum becomes a single digit, right? In this case 2 becomes a single digit, right? So 2 is my answer, right? So let's try to solve it. So at first let's try to solve it using naive approach, whatever. If you think about this problem, right, what comes in your mind first? So let's try to implement that, right? So let's try to solve it in simple way, then we will try to improve our solution. Okay. So what we will do, so probably if you think like this, right, 38, right? So it's your number, right? 38. So whenever we are doing it in our board or paper, we will think like this, right? So we will take the number and we will take each and every digit, then again I will sum those two digits, then again I will check that it's greater than 10. If it is still greater than 10, then I am going to break those number into multiple digits, and again I will calculate the sum, right? So let's write this naive logic first. So what this logic? So basically, whatever we are doing in the paper or board, we are going to implement using code only at first. Then we are going to improve our solution. Okay. So what I will do at first I will check if my number greater than less than 10, then that means we don't need to perform anything, right? So number is a single digit only. I can directly return my number. Okay. Else what I can do, I can take one while loop. My while loop will run till my number is greater than equal to 10. Then inside that I can take one temporary variable called sum, in where I am going to store all my sum of all digits. So after that again I will do while my number greater than 10. Okay. So what I will do here, I will do the percentage, right? So if I do percentage, then I will get this digit, right? So if I do 38 percentage 10, okay? So that means 38 by 10, right? That means I am getting 3, okay? And my remainder is 8, right? So I can add this digit in my sum, right? So I will do that only. So sum plus num by 10. Since we are using base 54 number, right? So at first sum will be 0, then I will going to add 3 here. Again I will update my num as num percentage 8. So okay, num percentage 10. Okay, so that will make our num 8, and it's not satisfying this condition, right? So it will come outside here, and I am going to add that sum plus num. Okay. So at this stage my sum will become 11, but it's still a two digit number, right? Not a single digit. So again we need to run the while loop. So what I will do, I will just write like this, num equal to sum. So I will update the num value with the sum. Okay. And once our while loop is done, we are just going to return num, the actual number, right? So let's submit this solution and check this naive approach, it's working or not. Yeah, you can see that it's giving me expected answer. Let's submit our answer also and check whether it's accepted or not. Yeah, you can see that it's giving me time limit exception. Let's fix basically. Okay, so let's solve it. So let's fix the time limit exception first. So basically it will be greater than 9, right? So once my number is greater than 9, I am going to stop my while loop. Let's submit our answer and check now whether it's accepted or not, right? Yeah, you can see it's accepted. Let's check our time complexity also for the same, and let's see how our program is behaving. So you can see that our space complexity is very less, right? So let's try to solve this, right? So let's try to solve this in optimized way. So this is the basic or naive approach, right? So if you check the hints also, right, they're saying that there is a concept. So basically there is a concept of mathematics like the digital root. So I will add this link also. You can go through this link and try to understand about the digital root, and I will also going to explain up to some extent in this video. So let me explain. So we are doing this for loop, right? They are saying that it's a naive trivial approach, right? But we can improve our solution. It's saying that we will be able to solve it in order of one runtime, right? So so in this case we are using two while loop, right, or recursion. So but we can solve it directly in order of one time, right, in constant time. So let's do that first. So let's comment out this code and let's try to explore the optimized logic. So you can check the digital root concept, and let me explain that also here. So digital root, right? So let me paste it here. Okay, so this is the digital root concept, right? So it's saying that there is one property in mathematics for digital root. What is that? So what they are saying, if you divide any number, if you divide any number or percentage, the remainder number will be your sum root, right? Digital root, right? So if you divide this 38 divide by 9, the remainder is 2, right? So this is our 2, right? So we can directly come to the last sum, one digit digital root, right? But if I directly do any modulo with 9, any number modulo 9, then I will get my expected answer. Let's try to check it for other example also, right? So let's do it for 56. Okay, so again, if you do the 56 percentage 9, again it will give you what it will give. It will give you 2. And if you do it in normally using iteration, it will be like this: 5 plus 6 equals to 11. Again I will do 1 plus 1, then again it will become 2. So yeah, you can. So if you still solve it using iterative or using loop, you will still get 2, but there is a formula. This is the formula. This is a congruence theorem, you can say. You can try to explore that in internet also. And if you use this formula, if you do any modulo, if you do a modulo with any number, if you do modulo 9 with any number, then you will get the expected digital root, right? So we don't need to iterate again and again. So in this way we can solve it in constant time or order of one time, right? So but there is some catches also. So suppose your number is 9, right? Suppose your number is 9. So if you do modulo 9, probably if your number is 18, right? And if you do modulo, in this case, you can see that your remainder is 0. But that's not expected answer. Here expected answer will be 9 itself, right? So if any number is multiplied by 9, in that case, you need to return that number only, right? So digital root will be 9 itself, okay? So if in this case, digital root will be dr will be 9. So again, similarly, if your number is 27, again it's modulo, and 27 modulo 9 is equals to 0, right? So that means 27 is divisible by 9. That means in this case, again my digital root will be by default 9. So these are the two scenario of digital root concept, right? So let's implement that using code only. And so what I will check at first, I will check my number equals to 0. So if my number is equals to 0, then we don't need to do anything, right? We can directly return 0. Else, probably another if my number percentage 9 equals to 0, that means is divisible by 9. In that case, I can directly return 9. Okay. And now my last condition, if it's not satisfying these two conditions, in that case, what I will going to return? I am going to return, in this case I am going to return directly number percentage 9. Okay, I think that will give us the expected answer. Let's run it and check whether it's accepted or not. Yeah, you can see that it's giving me expected answer. Let's submit our solution also and check. Yeah, you can see now we are not using any loop. We are just using the digital root concept. Using that concept, we can solve it, right? So I think we can optimize it, means we can write it in one line also. So what I can do, I can directly return like this, right? Return, it should be 1. So I can directly, it should be like 1 plus n minus 1 percentage 9, okay, or modulo 9. So that we can reduce it to one liner itself, right? So let's check it now. Sorry, it should be number only. Okay, now let's submit our answer and check. Yeah, you can see it's again accepted. So basically why you are doing this, like number minus 1, so to support these kind of edge cases, right? So my number can be divisible by 9 also. In that, to handle those scenario, we are just subtracting 1, then we are just performing the module operation, then again we are adding 1, right? So basically those two are same. Here we are writing 2 if condition, but here we can write it in, we can reduce it in one line also, right? So that's pretty much for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, and if you still have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section below, and I'm also going to add the code link in the video description. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.